Hey, I'd like to say all aboard, folks. It's Kelly Jack. This is, I like to jokingly call it How Not to Game. I make a lot of mistakes, so, learn from my mistakes. Take a look at what I'm doing. Don't always do the same things. I try to show you things that do work, but they don't always. And our lovely train just made it into the depot. That we are going to strip these two guys off. We're going to put in front a browse. Whoa. Now that's interesting. And 25 is not a minor thing, so we are going to skip the browse. That gets it up to 90 to 92. That's 90% speed for the top end. I can live with that. The problem is that's 24 bucks. We were looking for cheaper. That's not going to be cheaper. That's definitely not cheaper. That will be. And unfortunately, that's not any cheaper. Just really hoping we could go cheaper. Well, since we can't go cheaper, we'll go with more power and see if getting things there faster works. Go ahead and sell all that. Sell those and sell that. Get some money back, and now let's take a peek at our financials again. I think I can close you. No, I can close you. No, I can close you now. I'm going to let him run in the background here. While we take a peek at it, we are in November. It's not looking as good as it was. But at the same time, I'm not certain we're going to see a 70 to 130 downs in the past 6. 40, 105. Take a while as I can do the math in my head, but I'm coming up with about 55,000 in the hole on the bad months average. 58 actually. No, 60. No, those are two really big 130s, and that's 105. No, that's 70. And let him see how fast he loads. It's going to take this thing a while. And the other thing we can do is to get some power into here. We do need to start distributing more power. that's a good idea right now. See if distributing power. Those three. Trying to see all the spots that need power right now, where it's a fairly short run. Some of these has just been, why didn't I run power before? Those are looking pretty good. Now, how do I want to run power into Dune Flats? Straight shot him. Jog him. And bring it on down. Bingo. And each of those should now give us a little bit of a change. Let's take a peek at our electricity for the past few months. And what we're actually looking at is earnings. And we need to stabilize this. Earnings, yeah, it's about where I'd say, what is that, 8, 9, roughly? 7, 6, 5. 10, 9. So I'd say about 83. This 8,400 should be an average month. Hopefully down the road we'll start to see more generation like that. Part of it is, though, I am low on generating stations. I mean, we've been relying on wind and garbage to take and get it, and the garbage just doesn't move fast enough. And doesn't pile up fast enough because my trains are just sitting in those yards. Would be nice if we got an oil-fired power plant in. I think that's what I need to have fall into my lap here. And we're doing served by no player. The wind power plant was that windmill I just showed you. It's already tied in. It just doesn't show. Doesn't get a production boost. But it's got a passenger demand of 4. Okay. That's interesting. Workers, 2 of them live in. Alright. Down the road I might send a bus out there. Minibus. 2 passengers per click would take and cover it, I think. going to be a shorter vid, mainly because we are just, I am just marking time on this one, trying to get everything taken to those last few seconds of joyous jubilation before I have a really bad day. Most areas we have cleaned up. This is the area that's still a nightmare. Part of it is our passenger loop, and part is something else. I just can't justify putting them on the same line there, which would be the savings. Something I can justify here shortly is cleaning up some things. And right here, I'm just trying to see which gondolas I've got. Yeah, I can do 60s. But 60s, a lot of power and a lot of sit time. Now, why are you on unload only? Hi. Go back to the beach and sit there. That is one issue. And I think that will clear that issue fast. Get him in. Well, now see, he's got a full load of sand. I probably got a whole bunch of backloaded sand here. So we had somebody running empty back and forth on a route. I will odds that's going to make a difference in our trains for a monthly. Incredibly so. And after a negative op profit last month on trains, and that's a pretty good sized op profit loss. Oh, yes. The goal is to stop having those big ones because of things not running. So I think I'm going to have to go through and see which other trains are running around empty. No load. Do I have a way to check that? No, I don't. So it's make a loss is the only way we can do this. And then we want biggest loss at the top. That's this guy. What is his deal? I hate to say this. Bixler's boards to floor finishings. I think that BR 118 needs to go bye-bye. I think he's overkick. I think a single SD7, SD40 could do it. 1373 though is all. So really a $2 savings ain't gonna take and change him. That is a issue with the product. This one, again, 1373 for that BR18 on Peat Moss Oiler. And which cars do we have? Empire tankers, and the Empires have a top speed of 100. So I could save a buck by putting one of those on. Not gonna save. Gonna be one of those days, gang. And I really just don't see how to save money on any of these remainings, because all of these are things that are just low volume. This guy could probably go to Depot. I want to talk to this route. Yeah, see, that's the high ridge. This is our classic coaling station. The original coal. Hilltop, sometimes it gets called. Hellmouth. A bunch of other names I've called it over the years. High Ridge is going to need that expansion. Go to where I sent him. Hi. And we're going to take you off. Put on an SD40 on the front. Gearing. It's got to be a gearing issue. It's an extra 120 tons. That should take and cover a bunch of stuff. And we'll see whether or not that helps out. Quite a few of these, I think, are just going to be things I might have to accept. But those two big loser guys here, which is Petropetromas and Peat Bog Crude and Goods. You know what? that's it, but sometimes that can be it. He's making profit. Well, let's see how we're at now. Month to month seems to be leveling off. Profit wise, if anything, that's a bigger jump. Definitely looking at my years, I got a good uptick. The question is how big of an uptick we'll get this year. We'll see. I will see you guys in the later video on another day.